Hi, welcome back. Looks like our last stop at the Language Institute is here in the Transformation Lab. Now, I'll assume that's metaphorical, like literature transformed in this period because of a changing society, new technologies, and historical upheaval. Huh? The protagonist turns into a what? Okay, never mind. Apparently, the transformation is metaphorical and literal. We'll get to that next lesson, but we need to lay some groundwork first. Our mission today is to examine the historical and cultural context of the Modernist period and consider how it transformed literature of the time. Each era we've studied so far was marked by big shifts in the way people understood the world around them. So, what changes marked this era? Let's find out. Usually, when we use the word modern, we're describing something current, as opposed to old and outdated. But when we talk about modernism, we mean a specific time period, about 1900 to the 1950s, and the cultural and artistic movements that took place then. So, to keep things clear, we'll use the word contemporary for things happening now in the present time period. Out of all the eras we've studied, modernism is chronologically closest to the present day. So throughout this unit, we'll ask, how are modernist ideas and themes similar to what we observe in contemporary society? How are they different? And we'll start in this lesson by looking for contemporary parallels and connections to modernism. First, the historical backdrop. What was going on around the turn of the century when modernism began? The Great War, now called World War I, threw the planet into chaos from 1914 to 1918. The conflict had dramatic impacts over just 4 years. The industrialization and urbanization that impacted the Victorian era continued to expand, with more people living in cities and working in factories than ever before. Technology also surged ahead. Assembly lines gave rise to mass production. Automobiles and airplanes made traveling more possible than ever before. The telephone revolutionized communication alongside developments in photo and film. And there were big changes in thinking, too. Women were increasingly holding jobs and earned the right to vote in more countries. Urbanization and global migration created new questions about class, race, and identity. And the rise of science and psychology, led by thinkers like Einstein and Freud, shifted how people thought about human nature, truth, and reality. That's a lot of changes happening quickly. For the people living through it, these shifts in work, society, and even the way people understood truth could feel exciting, but also confusing. Consider those shifts that marked modernism. Choose one and compare it to a contemporary event or challenge. What similarities and differences can you notice? The modernist era wasn't that long ago. A lot of those changes are still relevant today. Maybe you connected World War I with ongoing military conflicts today, compared modernist technology to contemporary advancements like AI, or noticed parallels in how we think about identity and rights. And the arts transformed in the modernist era too. Visual artists like Frida Kahlo, Pablo Picasso, and Edvard Munch experimented with subject and shape in new and exciting ways, focusing on symbolism, emotion, and abstract representations. Musicians also explored new genres, playing with unexpected sounds and rhythms. And literature was no exception. Modernist writers ignored traditions and broke literary rules to experiment with the stories they told and how they told them. Now, we know that art reflects what people care about. So, let's consider, what does modernist media show us about what people were thinking and feeling in that period? It's a question we'll consider throughout the unit, but you might have noticed a focus on innovating, experimenting, and challenging traditions. However, those exciting new ideas came along with concerns and anxieties. Modernist art and literature also reflect uncertainty, loss of trust, and a search for meaning. The same technologies that promised progress also made World War I a deadly conflict, and improved communication shocked everyday people with the horrors of war. People felt betrayed. This wasn't a clear fight of good versus evil, it seemed like meaningless destruction, and that led to questioning traditional ideas of order. That's why disillusionment is a key theme of modernist literature, as artists explored the feeling of losing faith in previously trusted ideas. It's a theme we can still connect with today. Think about it. What causes loss of trust and uncertainty in contemporary times? There are many insightful ideas you might have had, and if you're not sure yet, that's okay too. We'll keep considering that question throughout the unit. So, on one hand, the modernist era was marked by disillusionment and the sense that the world was crumbling. But it was also characterized by innovation in thinking, living, and creating. And when those two forces come together, you get authors exploring identity, alienation, and fragmentation. That's what we have to look forward to in this unit. Writers searching for meaning in a chaotic world. But we won't stop there. We'll also consider how their literature can help us find meaning in our own world. That idea resonates with me. Poetry and plays have shaped my perspective and gotten me through tough times in life. How about you? Think about the media you consume. Has music helped you through challenges? Do the stories you read shape how you see the world? Has a piece of art or film helped you understand yourself better? Pause to reflect. How has art helped you understand life or find meaning? Art has a way of helping us sort through the chaos and find meaning. That's exactly what modernist writers were doing, and it's what we'll keep exploring together in this unit. Next time, we'll take a look at just how transformative modernist literature can be. So, stick around. We've got some incredible stories ahead. Hey!